What's going on, guys? Damn! Bro, I do this every single time, bro. What's going on, guys? Welcome to yet another video. It's your boy Gabe, and thank you for tuning in. Today we're talking about a pretty interesting topic. As you saw in the intro, we're going to be talking about the secrets of YouTube. Roll that intro. So yeah, basically what I mean by the secrets of YouTube, I mean the parts you guys don't see. Like, you guys only see the final product. You guys don't see the hours of editing. You guys don't see the stress of thinking of ideas or just making the actual video. And then there's other factors such as constantly looking to see if your video is doing well or not, or just creator's block. You know, you're drained from all of your thoughts and energy. You just don't know what to create. You're looking at your old videos and you're trying not to like them. You're being a perfectionist. All of that comes into being a YouTuber, being a content creator, or a filmmaker, or anything in that sort. And yesterday, my cousin called me. He was like, "You should make a video, like a behind the scenes of," because he saw my video yesterday, my cinematic film. And he said, "You should like make a video and show people like what it's like to make a film like that, or what goes through behind the curtains, what they don't see." Because he said, "I only see the final product, but I know that you went through so much just to get all those shots and all those the crazy editing and the color grading." And it's true, I go through a lot. All YouTubers and creators go through a lot to just get one video, even if it's a minute. That little segment you saw before this took so long, because I had to move all this stuff. I had to get my lights, microphone, camera. I had to get my brother to help me with some shots because I can't film myself, obviously. And it just takes so much just to get little shots, and it gets tough. And it's also a lonely hobby or a job, depending on, you know, where you at. But it gets lonely because you're always editing by yourself. You're making videos by yourself. If you have no collaborations, like most of my friends are not into YouTube, so I'm usually making videos by myself, as you guys could see. So it's basically just me down here in this little room editing a video for I don't even know how many hours, or thinking of ideas. And that mirror right there, as you can see with the writing, those are all of my ideas that I constantly think. Every time I think, I write it down just so I don't forget. And just so much goes into play that you guys don't see, and it's crazy. And it kind of goes for other professions as well. Like, you see these crazy rappers doing amazing things like Drake, but you don't follow Drake when he goes back home and he does hours of constant hours in the singing booth or the rapping booth, constant hours writing down his ideas and all that stuff. You guys don't see that picture. You guys see the final product. When you're eating a cake, you think about, oh, how good it is. You don't think about the process of how the cake was made, how the batter was made, how the chef stirred the batter, and all this. You don't think of those things. And I feel like that's just a struggle of all creators. You know, it's a real lonely, hard, stressful job, but don't get me wrong, it's very fun. That's kind of why we don't stop, you know? Making videos and having an audience and kind of speaking to the audience, I don't know, it just gives you a feeling that you just can't get rid of, you know? I'm not saying it's an addiction, but hey, man, it's a good feeling. But anyways, I think I've said enough, but I want to go to a fellow friend. I'm going to go visit him right now. And I basically want to get his views to see if he feels the same way, just to give you guys a different perspective and not just mine. So we're going to head over there. I'm going to ask him, how does he feel about making videos? Like, how is it lonely? How is the editing process? Like, do you ever just feel like you don't feel like making anything? So we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna ask him a few questions. It's gonna be like a little sit-down talk interview for you guys. So let's go. What's going on, guys? As you guys can see, I'm with Dustin Hill.
You know what I'm saying? DRIPPSWAG with it. Let's go.
Yes, sir. So basically what I was telling them earlier is they never see behind the scenes. You know, they don't see the long editing process. They don't see the thinking of ideas. They don't see none of that, you know? And like my cousin called me yesterday. He was like, yo, you should make a video like talking about the process that goes into making a video after you see my little short film or whatever. He's like, you talk about the behind the scenes to show them that it's not that easy, that it gets challenging, that it's hard. So like I came here to hear your views on that. So like what how do you feel about it?
Honestly, it's a big misconception when it comes to YouTube. Like I see a lot of people come to me talking about, you know, why don't you post more videos? Why don't you post more content? But they fail to realize that it's much more than just posting content. I see a lot of people on YouTube, they just post videos every day. They don't really talk about much. They just post their life. And one of the things I like to do before I make a video, I like to watch other people's content, and I see which ones that gravitates my attention and which doesn't grab my attention. And in looking at different videos, I kind of gauge to see, okay, what can I do with my content to see how my audience would kind of, you know, react to what I do. So it's a big process. First, I gotta brainstorm. I gotta, you know, think about things that I could create that people would want to see, because you don't want to just post anything. You don't want to just post, you know, just nonsense. People won't watch it. People won't view it for, you know, more than like 30 seconds. They'll just see that you posted, okay, and then be done. Yep. And when it comes to YouTube, it's much more, you know, to the analytics. It's much more to the analytics of it's not just about making YouTube. It's much more about how much people watch a video, you know, how many, you know, clicks that the video gets, you know what I'm saying? That actually goes into how popular your YouTube channel is. So it's creating, it's actually taking what you created and actually putting it into action. Because sometimes you could think of something and then actually film the video and be like, nah, this isn't what this isn't what I was imagining, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, too many
so that's what I'm saying. So like, it's one thing to create and brainstorm something, but then executing it so that it comes exactly as you imagined it is another thing. And then if you manage to get past that step, you got to take what you created and then produce it in a way where people can be able to like stay in tune with your video. Some things that I like to do, like if I'm watching my video back and I notice like there are portions where it's like boring, or it's like I'm not really feeling, I'm just watching it. I try to do different things with it so that people can remain engaged. Because if you just post like a certain video and it gets to a point where you're just talking, people aren't really like doing nothing. They lose focus, and then they'll click out. They'll do something else. And if you get past that point, then you got to figure out ways to promote the video so that it can get out there. Because you could make a fire behind video. You can make a video which attracts, like you think it would get like huge attention, and then when you post it, it only gets 20 views. Yep. Or it only gets 40 views.
And that's the thing. Sorry to interrupt, but like I know there's a whole cliche saying talking about like don't worry about the views and the subscribers, and you guys don't understand. You have to ignore it, but you still see it at the end of the day. At the end of the day, the subscriber count is right there, the viewer count is right there. You may think you post your best video and it ends up doing the worst on your channel.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the worst part.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot that goes into it. And people like to see, oh well, this guy got 1 million views, this guy got 500K views. Yeah, you see the views, but you don't know what went into the process for him to get to that point.
It's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? There are most of the big YouTubers that you know right now, they started with 10 subscribers. They started with 50 subscribers. Some of them didn't even start on YouTube. They started on other platforms, got famous, then transitioned to YouTube, and that's why they blew up so quick. So it's a lot of things that goes into, you know, becoming the type of, you know, YouTuber that you want to be. A lot goes on. You know what I'm saying? It's creating content. It's executing the content to match what you created. It's producing the film that you created to make it stand out, to make it, you know, because a lot of people do challenges, a lot of people do pranks, a lot of people do vlogs, a lot of people do reaction videos, but it's certain things within your video that's supposed to stand out between other videos.
Personality.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's a lot that goes into it, man.
I was trying to say, like, even it's not even just with YouTube. It's with like rappers, celebrities too. You think rappers just wake up, make a bank? Sometimes that happens. Don't get me wrong.
They do.
But most of the time, I told him how you don't follow Drake home. You don't follow Drake home to see the hours of all the notes he's jotting down,
That's
the
what I'm
lyrics
saying.
he's making. Same with Beyonce. You don't see the work she is to be where she's at right now. It's crazy, man.
And it's constant pressure. Like, it's constant pressure. Sometimes I feel like I put too much pressure on myself because I'll produce something, I'll make something, I'll look at it, and I'll be like, damn, will a lot of people like really like tune into what I gotta see? Is it as good as I want it to be? Could I do more? Could I not do more? Am I overthinking? It's a lot that goes into it, a lot. And I like to, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you brought a good idea with the whole Drake and Rihanna thing, because I think of YouTube, and the biggest comparison I can give it to is music. It's virtually the same thing. Every song starts out with a brainstorming process, with the creation. You actually have to think of something that could gauge yourself to be able to make lyrics for a song. And then take those lyrics from the song, and you have to execute it to sing it to the way you want it to sound, so that people can be able to enjoy it. So just making the lyrics isn't enough. You have to take those lyrics and you have to sing it, you have to rap it, wherever the case may be, to make it sound the way you want it to sound. And then you gotta have somebody to produce the song to make it pop out as much as possible. You can't just sing a song and then put it on YouTube or put it on SoundCloud, put it on Apple Music, and then everybody's just gonna tune in.
It's crazy, man.
There's the 1% of people that will produce something and it just blows up. Like I think of this girl. You remember the girl? I think her name is Bad Barty.
Bad baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
God.
She came out of nowhere with that whole. What she say?
Gosh. Catch me outside.
Yeah, catch me outside. How about that? Now look at her. Like, she got millions of followers.
Crazy.
There's another bull. What's his? He did. Oh my gosh. He did. He said, "Art, I'm a." You know that. You know what I'm talking about? That bull. He got like 2 million followers on Instagram.
Crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? Off of one stupid video that he didn't even put any effort to. You look at those people, those are like the 1%.
People
like,
see that and be like, oh,
I can do that too. Yeah.
Nah.
I can do that too. Like, it's not like that. Sometimes it is. If you're lucky enough to be in that position where it's like one video, you have 50,000 views, and you just start going off on there, congratulations to you. But, like I said, it all goes into promotion too.
Yeah, man.
You could have a bomb video and nobody sees it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And that hurts when nobody sees it.
It hurts.
You really feel it.
It hurts.
That ties me into like, YouTube is a lonely hobby or like job, depending on where you at.
It really is.
How many times are you editing by yourself?
What?
How many times do you?
Yes, bro. Yesterday, I went to bed at 5 in the morning.
Bro, oh my!
I went to bed at 5 in the morning.
Film, I was up to about like 4:35 a.m. just editing.
It'd be like
7
that.
hours straight.
It'd be like that, and then a lot of people forget we have lives.
Exactly, man.
Like, we have things that we do. Me, I still go to school. I still work. You know what I'm saying? There's still things that I like to do on my free time that takes away from the time that I could be creating. So I take the time during the night where nobody sees anything. Nobody sees me, sitting in iMovie, editing every single second of the video. Nobody sees that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of time.
Now there's gonna be people who are gonna be like, then why don't you just stop YouTube? But like, that's the thing. It's not addicting, but like, you like making videos. And you see the people like interacting sometimes. It's just a good feeling when you make a video for people like that, and you just don't want to stop.
That's
you don't want to stop.
When it comes to YouTube, creating content isn't for everybody.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Just put this here, right? Is that
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
When it comes to creating content, it's not for everybody. Like, you have to have a passion, a dedication to want to like produce something in order for your videos to actually, because your videos are a reflection of you. They're a reflection of your personality. They're a reflection of your creative mind. The more videos that you see that people enjoy, it's a reflection of the amount of work you put in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't expect to just put in no work and then have your videos blow up. That doesn't work like that. It takes a lot of dedication, takes a lot of frustration, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of, I haven't cried yet, but I'm pretty sure one day I'm gonna sit up on iMovie looking at this film like, oh my God, bro, like, I don't know what to do. So like, it takes a lot of dedication. You gotta be up for that. You know what I'm saying? So
there's just be days where you're just so lazy Like, yo, I'm not trying to make this video, then I gotta edit it. Like, after I'm done here, I'm about to go home and edit the video. That's just how it is,
and it's gonna take double the time that you took to film.
Bro,
maybe even triple the time to film.
Exactly. Mind you, setting up takes so long. I got to his house, we didn't get this set up till about, like, what, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Like,
it takes time. Like, all this stuff takes time. Creating content is not easy. And shout out to the YouTubers that really be creating fire content, like every so often, maybe every day.
For the full-time YouTubers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it is their job and stuff, but at the same time, to think of ideas to do every single day, especially in this type of environment where you really can't do much outside your house. Like, it takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of dedication to do. Like, it takes a lot of work to put in, and not that many people can do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They don't see that. That's the thing. They don't see that. All they see is, you know what I'm saying, 10, 15 minutes, you know what I'm saying, good content.
Yeah, when you went to go see Avengers Endgame, the 3-hour movie, did you think for 1 second, how did they shoot this? Or did you just watch the movie?
I did not.
You just watched the movie. Maybe after, you're like, how'd they do all that?
Bro,
like, during the movie, you're like, yo, what is this?
Honestly, I think now that you brought it up, that's probably the first time I thought about that. Like,
see what I mean?
Dang, that must have taken like years to do.
3-hour movie, all those visual effects, the audio, all of that, man.
Bro, I just filmed about a 15, 17 minute video the other day. I'm still working on it. It's been like a week.
Oh,
so imagine a 3-hour video,
bro.
That whole video that I did on you know, my Black Lives Matter series. Woof.
Forever. Man.
Weeks, and it takes time.
Yep. My short film was 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes long. 7 hours to do the whole thing.
That's another thing. You brought up a good point. YouTube, y'all might. This is the biggest thing that gets to me.
Oh man.
I remember I pitched the idea of doing YouTube to a couple of people, and they told me, like, you know, why don't you just start out doing using a camera? Why don't you just start out using your iPhone? You know what I'm saying? The thing about that is you have to kind of spend money in order to invest in a business like this. Think about it. You click on a video, right? And you're watching a video, and it's in like what 360, 380,
1080p.
Not even 1080, like 720. You think you're gonna sit there and watch it? Like, people like seeing the clearness, the crisp,
clarity,
you know what I'm saying?
Audio,
they like that. You can't just like me filming on my phone. Yeah, as crisp as it is, it's not as crisp as other videos I watch. Believe it or not, I'll sit down and I'll go on YouTube and I'll see a video and I won't like the quality of what I'm watching, and I'll click off. And a lot of people do that. So that's just another added element to all these things that goes into a good video, a great video. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy. And so a lot of that goes into YouTube. It's not just, okay, think of this, create it, boom, send it out. That never happens.
It's time consuming.
Very
patience and time consuming. Like, a lot of YouTubers, before they had hit 1 million, they're probably stuck at like 100,000 for like maybe a year or 2 years. You know, it takes a couple. It all depends. Like, consistency, quality, and quantity. Those are the 3 main things I usually focus about. Consistency, I try to post about like every other day, every other 2 days. It's hard, but I try to do it.
Right.
Quality, I try to get the best quality as I can.
I mean, look at what you got now. You know what I'm saying?
It took time though. I was like 2 years for this camera, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
And then like quantity, you just, what was the other thing?
You said
quantity.
You said quantity.
Quality.
Ooh.
Quality, consistency.
Yeah, you said that first.
Yeah, so, hey man,
a lot.
Listen, if you're a YouTuber and you're starting out, just make sure you're ready to grind, you know, make sure you're ready to put in the work. And although it's discouraging to see when you start off, you might not get a lot of views, but you gotta keep on going. You just gotta keep on going, because all that stuff comes in time. You know, good things come to those who wait. So you gotta keep on being patient, man.
Take your time with it. YouTube's gotta be something. If you're starting it, you gotta be willing to not really look at the numbers. I mean, you're always gonna see the numbers. Trust me, I tell myself sometimes I don't even care about the numbers. But you look at the numbers, especially after a fiery, like, oh man,
it didn't do good.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, in the beginning, you have to be willing to do it solely because you're passionate about doing it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you have the passion, you have the dedication to, you know, produce amazing content, trust me, one day your time will come. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? There are people that I know. Last year, they were at 10, 15, 20 subscribers. Now this year, they're near 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And it works. It's possible. But you just have to be willing to put in that work. You have to be willing to put in that time. You have to be willing to, you know, look at a prior content and be like, you know, I'm gonna put this out there and then it doesn't work out. But, you know, take that and shift it out and go to the next video. See how, you know, what ways can you do things differently to make your video pop out more. You know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to, you know, not succeed for, you know, this thing to work out. It's a hard business. People think it's easy, but it's not. It's like any other, you know, video, any other avenue that takes a lot of, you know, that you can get a lot of money for.
That's true.
And music is not easy. I'm trying to think. Sports.
Oh yeah.
It's not easy.
You know how many hours of
saying?
training you gotta? Oh my gosh. It's
always know the celebrities. They started out
rock bottom.
Rock bottom. Some of them started out like really bad, like worse than, you know, where I'm at right now. So it's like you just got to be willing to put in the ground. It's the journey.
Very well said.
It's the journey, man.
Very well said.
Yes, sir.
Well, with that being said, anything else you want to add?
Listen, man. Shout out to your boy NXLG for this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the next level, bro. There's some next level stuff, but yeah, anybody who's willing to do YouTube, man, like, be willing to get ready, man. Be willing to, you know,
attack.
Be willing to attack. Be willing to, you know, take the time to, you know, enjoy the journey, because it's gonna be a long road.
Oh yeah.
Trust me. And once you get there, listen, refer yourself back to DRIPPSWAG. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the knowledge.
Yes,
I produced the content for you.
Yes,
now
sir.
it's just it's like a listen, time out.
Let them know.
It's like I planted the seed.
Yeah.
The seed is here. Now you just have to be willing to let that seed grow.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You just have to be willing to let that seed grow. And then when it grows, let me get my money back for that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god.
Hey man, make sure you subscribe to my boy Swaggy D. Give him your ad.
You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, I'm DRIPPSWAG. That's with 2 P's. DRIPPSWAG. On Instagram, at me, SwaggyD15. That's with 2 G's.
There you have it, man. Go subscribe. Go show them some love. And that's the end of the video, guys. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. We out. Peace.
He like 10, 15 minutes of that clip.
I'm about to go home and edit. Mind you, I have to record like 10 minutes at home. That's like 30 minutes I'm about to go edit at home,
I
bro.
don't know what you about to do, bro. That's gonna take a long behind time.
I'm quitting YouTube.